Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another amazing episode of the Stephen Jarvis and Friends podcast. You may notice something new. That is our intro. Thank you all. Thank you to Andrew Jessic. Hopefully, I said your last name, Andy, right. But if I didn't, I'm sorry. But thank you so very much for that intro. Couldn't have done it without you, man. Also, some other new stuff that I want to talk about, and that is being we aren't on Buzzsprout anymore. We are now on Zencastr, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and a few other places, which I'll put the link down in the description. Today, I know it's a Thursday. I know I don't usually go live on Thursdays. Usually I wait until Saturday to do that. But there's a reason for that. This Saturday, me and my wife will be at a friend's wedding. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you all want to see the new intro, I'll show it again. Here it is. And yeah, that is our new intro and our new outro. Also, it's going to be the trailer on YouTube. So if you want to check this out, you can go to Zencastr. You can also go to YouTube, which those links will be down in the description. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't say, hey, thank you so much. Yeah, I love it too. Andy did really, really good. I couldn't have done it without him. I was looking for someone to finish an intro that was already there, and thank God for Andy, who is part of Retro Rental Review podcast, which you can find them not only on Instagram but also on Facebook, YouTube, and I think that's about it. They might have a TikTok, I'm not sure. And if you want to check out another amazing podcast, go check out Talking Shit. They're live right now with Landon. I can't remember his last name, but their guest on the show tonight is a ventriloquist, and he's very good at what he does. Go check them out at Talking Shit, which they have a YouTube channel. You can also check out the Nonsensical Nonsense podcast. Great people, ran by Glick, who is a very nice guy. I hope to have him on the show. I was going to have him on the show last Saturday, but schedule is kind of conflicted, so it sucks. Other interesting updates so that people are kind of like, hey, you wasted our time. I will be doing Patreon soon, where I will have tiers. And the first tier, which will be $1, will, if as soon as you subscribe to that, you'll get your name printed on the episode, on all our episodes. And tier 2, which is going to be $3, you get tier 1, and tier 3 will have, or tier 2 will have, where you kind of get to pick something that we review. As long as it's not politics, we'll review it at a certain time. And tier 3, which is $5, you get everything from tier 1 and tier 2. But with tier 3, you get your name put in a hat, and it's a drawing. So then pretty much what happens is that if we pick your name, you get to come on the show, and we can talk sports, we can talk movies, we can talk video games, which that's what this show is about. We don't only just talk about movies, we talk about sports. We also talk about video games. We'll talk about music, and anything really pop culture, like I said, except for politics, because let's be honest, no one wants to fuck around with that shit. And sorry for my language there, but let's be honest. So, also, Tuesday, I will pre-record an episode on I'm trying to decide if I want to do it on the French Connection or on Dirty Mary Crazy Larry, which if anyone wants me to ever review something, you can always in the comments say, hey, Steven, could you review this? And I'll review it. I'll check it out. I'd love to take requests, but with the Patreon, I'll only have 3 tiers. And there'll only be the only reason you'll have to subscribe to it is if you want to see some of our exclusive content, which in the future, I do want to have if I have a really special guest, every now and then I would put it as exclusive content rather than just showing it on YouTube. And also, I'm thinking about putting out merchandise or merch, but I want you, the fans, to decide what we do. Which I'll put a poll in the Facebook group, which is Steven Jarvis and Friends Podcast Facebook group, and also on the Steven Jarvis and Friends page, all on Facebook. Links will be down in the description, where you can decide what we do. If you want me to do a hat, we'll do hats. If you want me to do t-shirts, we'll do t-shirts. If you want mugs, and whichever one wins the poll, that's what we'll reveal, and we'll go with that. And you'll get the cool Steven Jarvis and Friends logo on the hat. Plus, and I think I'll do this, the first 50 people that get our merchandise and show us that they got their merchandise will get it signed by me, also by my wife if you want it signed by my wife. But we here at Steven Jarvis and Friends Podcast, we truly do love our supporters and our fans. And with the merchandise, we're not going to screw you over with pricing. It will be fairly reasonable to the point where, no one has to break the bank in order to get our merchandise here. And plus, if you want other merchandise from another podcast, go on the Talking Shit, which is on YouTube, and ask Mark and Brian to buy one of their new t-shirts, which I actually have paid for one of their t-shirts, and hopefully coming to a stream near you, or soon, however you want to phrase it, I will be wearing it on stream to promote their show. So everyone gets shameless paper or plugs on my show. It's really bad. Go check out the Night Watch Zone with Night Taylor. Great guy. God, who else? Go check out the Bucket of Chum podcast. Another great person there. Also, me and one of my friends who's kind of like another brother to me, Bryant Nelson. I'm gonna try and get him on the show. Kind of have him as a co-host for a little bit, see what happens there. But yeah, that's pretty much all the updates to the channel and other things. You can see the intro again. It'll be at the end of my shows as well as the beginning. And I do have a little bit of something to read for you guys, which it's an ad from Zencastr, where if you ever want to get into podcasting, check out Zencastr. It's really great. They help you monetize. They don't care how big your channel is, how big, how small it is. They will do that. And they'll help you with it. So here's the ad and the script I have to read for it. Hey everyone, I want to take a brief moment here and tell you about how Zencastr has changed my life. I have had this podcast for 4 years. I have enjoyed creating content for you in those same 4 years. I struggled to make my podcast more visible until someone introduced me to Zencastr. Let me tell you, moving over to Zencastr is the best decision I've ever made. Let me tell you why. It is so easy to record a podcast with Zencastr. All you have to do is log in using your browser and start recording a high-quality podcast right away. Record studio-quality sound and up to 4K video with your guests. Feel a sense of zen knowing Zencastr's multi-layered backups ensure you always have your recordings. in the highest quality ever, even if the connection is unstable. As I told you earlier, I had issues getting my podcast out there. Gone are those days. If you have thought about podcasting before and realize that you need a lot of different tools and services, these days are over too. With Zencastr's all-in-one podcasting platform, you can create your podcast all in one place and distribute to Spotify, Apple, and other major destinations. I personally have seen a boost in my own podcast once I switched to Zencastr. So what are you waiting for? Get your podcast started now. Go to zencastr.com/pricing and use my code Steven in all capital letters, and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencastr paid plan. I want you to have the same easy experiences I do for all my podcasting and content needs. It's time to share your story. So, and also, the person that actually got me hooked on Zencastr is Glick from Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast. Hey, brother, what's up? So, yeah, please check out all those amazing ones. Check out Flet's Movies and Pop Culture 13. I'm Steven Jarvis. Go check out Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast. Go check out everyone. Links will be down in the description. And I'm done tonight. And stay tuned for the intro / ending /